Sportscast live. I want to thank Blackout Falcon calling in last. And Dr. Rob. D-Rob calling in.
Every 7 months or so.
Yeah, every 7 months we hear from him. That's fantastic. And you know what? I know we did shot of the week, but shout out to the fucking Lakers right now.
I'm telling you.
They're playing. I mean, for Knocker to sit here during the break and say, he literally took his headset off, and he turned to Cam, he said, Cam, I'm thoroughly impressed right now. I like what I see out of the Lakers.
I do.
Fun to watch.
With no Kobe.
I am impressed with what I'm watching. A bunch of young guys. I don't even know half the names of the team, but I know team basketball when I see it.
Yep.
And they are hustling. They're playing defense. They're playing team. Nobody is standing around. As soon as the other team makes a basket, they take the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, they are playing the Rockets, probably the worst defensive team in the league, but still.
But be that as it may, I'm looking at attitude. I'm looking at desire. I'm looking at what they're bringing to the floor as far as teamwork and hustle and attitude. And I like it. I like everything. I'm very impressed with what's going on.
Can you make fun of his hair? It looks about the same as mine, right? You guys made fun of my hair earlier.
took my hat off.
All right. Well, yeah, but it looks the same as mine. I got a bunch of crap for my hair.
This looks like even.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
You're always right there when I need you, aren't you, Renee? You're always just right there. Just right there when I need
That's
you.
my backup right there.
All
That's
right.
my boy right
there. We were talking NBA. Let's get a little bit more knock. Season kicked off last night, B-Knock. I know you're not a huge NBA guy, but still interesting season. We got the Golden State Warriors with Durant now. We got LeBron with no pressure. The Knicks think there's something good.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Lakers
up with that.
Rebuilding. So, season got kicked off last night, and a couple of interesting notes just from around the league. We saw the Warriors go down by. I mean, they lost by 20 last night. Cam, did you watch any of that game?
So yes, that was on at work the whole time, and I did watch that game. The biggest concern for the Warriors is going to be adding Durant. Took a little bit of their team chemistry away with their bench, but the biggest thing is
the bigs away.
Yes, they're very, very small, and they got heavily out rebounded last night, which was a big issue. And most of those guys, other than Draymond and Clay, are not primarily defenders. So you got to figure a way to stop teams from moving the ball around.
I was listening today, a couple of NBA guys that I follow and guys that talk to me over the internet and stuff like that. They were letting me know that the way to beat the Warriors right now is attack them.
Yeah.
Because they're so small, just drive on them at this point. Just attack them because you know what? Their best, three-point shooter is 39%, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Let them shoot that. Let them make one out of every three.
Cowherd brought up a great point today that if you attack them, you're going to out-rebound them every game. They struggle getting to the line.
Yes.
And the three-point shot, while it is worth three compared to two, the percentages are lower, and LeBron compared to Kevin Durant was shooting 39% three-point line. LeBron's shooting like 56 from within.
Yeah, from within, right by next to the board, next to the glass.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just, And
you look at that, and if you're a team that wants to go up against Golden State at this point, you attack them. And I think that Golden State lost a lot of their bigs. I think their chemistry is not going to be the same. And if you're LeBron, there's no pressure on you this year. Isn't all the pressure on Golden State this year?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yes.
And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I know it's just one game. They're going to figure it out. Yeah, obviously, they're a good team. Let's not overreact to them. Golden State's still one of the best teams in the NBA. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. And again, Draymond Green last night taking a letter kick. Thank God he didn't kick Parker, but he flailed. He did this flailing thing.
Got to go.
This guy, I mean, now there's the reports that him and Curry don't have the best relationship off the court. I think he's their one tough guy, but at some point it's like, man, this guy's. And honestly, I'm going to put it out there. I think he cost them the championship last year.
He's going to be the undoing.
I think he did.
Of the
if he
team.
played in that Game 5, Warriors win.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I believe just like all the reports that have come out that he will be the undoing of the Warriors because he is their foundation, but he's a very unstable foundation because he's so adamant. Even when he had the championship parade, he was talking about how much Steve Kerr criticized him for shooting the ball and how he didn't like going to practice. And I mean, he's a clown. Like he He just can't help himself.
But we've seen teams win. We've seen teams win in the past, like Chicago, like they had Rodman. He was a clown, but is able to withstand him. You know, and I think that he does bring value to the Golden State Warriors in the fact that he brings that toughness because a lot of those guys are goody two shoes. Steph's a goody two shoe. Clay's a goody two shoe. Durant's a goody two shoe. As far as when it comes to, you know what I'm saying.
Well,
and
yeah,
so
you need the grit. You need some grit down there.
And how about those Knicks? Remember that dream team that Derrick Rose said with the. With Derrick Rose, one assist, they looked good last night.
He was dreaming.
Look real good. So, and lastly here in the NBA, we saw LeBron James. I posted a video out on our website earlier today and on our Twitter. Doing a little mocking Steph Curry before he got his ring. Now, Renee, can you throw it up? The Cavaliers ring, they got their rings last night, the NBA championship rings. They took a little trolling, little shot at Golden State here, Knocker. You don't have the pictures, Renee? Okay. Oh, it's okay. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. I'll throw it up there. But you check out our website. On the back of their ring, Knocker, on the undertone, it has 3 red rubies, as you can see there. A diamond, a red ruby, and then 3 more.
Reading them the wrong way.
Yeah.
It has 2 white ones for the 2 losses.
Right.
A red one for the win in Game 3. A white one for the loss in Game 4. And then red ones representing wins in 5, 6,
Taking
7.
a shot, saying we came back at 3-1 on you guys. So
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
I think it's kind of cool, too. It's a little shot.
You don't want me to make the ring?
You know?
Don't blow a lead.
Don't blow a lead. Exactly. Right? All right, Knock, let's get into Because You Had a Bad Day. Now, Renee, we'll get to you in just a second. Throw the music up because you had a bad day. Got the pictures back up?
Yeah, I did.
Can you throw up Scottie Pippen's wife? Knock, what do you think about Scottie Pippen's wife here once Renee throws it up here? What do you think about that?
Pretty girl.
Not bad, right? Not bad?
Pretty girl.
Well, looks like she's taking off her Future, the rapper now.
Her future looks bright.
Her future. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give you a ding for that one because, you know, that was pretty
By
good.
getting rid of her past, she changed her future.
That's a bad day, right? Isn't it a bad day when you lose your wife to a rapper?
Because you had a bad day.
Scotty, I'm sorry.
Supposedly, the backstory behind that is Future.
He's a cheater, though. I heard that Scotty's a cheater, that she's...
Well, not only that,
So
but
you're talking about an NBA player being
Yeah.
I know, not faithful.
Really?
I know, really.
I know that's a story in
What
itself,
next?
right?
So what do you got, though, Kim?
So
This didn't
apparently, Future was a very big fan of Scottie Pippen and the Bulls. Asked Scottie Pippen for an autograph, didn't give it to him. So they said that's a big motivation. So that's why they think Future's kind of teasing him about it too.
Right.
Oh, he big time Future.
He kind of big timed him.
All right.
I like that. All right.
She actually left him because of his horrible rendition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at the
Oh
baseball
my
game
God!
the other day.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. She's like, "That's it. I want
Knocker,
a divorce."
did you hear that? Knocker, did you hear it? He must have been drunk because you can't be American and not know that song.
Right.
Renee, oh my God! Renee, if you can, can you pull that? Can you try and find that audio of him doing that?
That's fantastic that you brought that up. But
That's hilarious,
yeah,
man.
just a little backstory on that people don't know. I guess that's the reason Future's like,
I didn't know that.
I'm sleeping with your wife.
All right, well, you don't give an autograph. I'm sleeping with your
Wow.
wife. All right, Knocker, last up because you had a bad day. Before we get to Renee's story here, DeMarcus Ware, man, you know he's out for the Broncos. Well, dude, on Monday night his house got robbed, bro, while he was at Monday Night Football.
No way.
But he did a good thing. He had hidden cameras, so they got all the guys' cameras. Did you see the pictures,
He,
man?
he got his ring back too. Also,
Did he?
Yeah, and there was also.
Did they find the guys?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Arrests were made. The ring is returned, so he got it,
All right,
which is good.
that's good.
And there was a fan that died actually on Monday night.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
football
someone fell.
game. Yeah, that's a
Someone fell.
bad day.
I
Yeah,
know.
he fell off a freaking bench. You got it, Renee, yet? All right, go ahead and play. This is Scottie Pippen in his rendition of the Chicago Cubs' Take Me Out to the Ball Game. He's drunk.
1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball. I don't care if never come back of his roof. The roof of the Cubbies. Yeah! They don't win, it's a shame. Why is 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the ball game.
Wow, all right, Scotty.
Let's go, Cubbies!
All right, Scotty.
Where's my
Scotty.
Where's that damn lighter?
For it 1, 2, 3 vodka sodas with the old ball game.
Oh, that's fantastic for Scotty.
Wow, blunt.
All right, now, Renee, before we move on to college football to end the show, what happened in your bad day, sir?
Today was a very bad day.
Cause you had a bad day. You take one down.
Have you guys ever been in traffic so bad that you just wanted to, like, kill somebody?
Yes.
Or maybe yell at a baby, or
Yes.
Wait, yell at a baby?
or be mean to a,
but
homeless
if
person.
I'm in,
What else can I think of that I really wanted to do today?
wait, Renee, you said, but if I'm in traffic, how am I hearing a baby?
No, you look over to you,
No,
next to you, and there's a baby in the backseat. Be like, "What are you looking at, baby? What are you looking at?" Anyways, so I worked out in San Bernardino today, right? Okay.
He's
You went to
looking
the
for
gym? You worked
yeah,
out?
No,
he's
I
looking
didn't
for
work
the baby on board stickers. Like, fuck that baby.
I'm going to run into you because you have a child on board.
Drive by with my middle
Go
finger.
ahead. All right.
Anyway, so I worked out. I worked
Baby ugly.
while I was out in San Bernardino today, or as I like to call it, San Beaner Negro.
Once again, the views of our producers are not necessarily the views of the Sportscast.
You're so racist.
Anyways, I got on the 10 freeway, and it was immediately gridlocked. It was stopped, and it took me almost 2 hours to get from the city of Colton, which is a dump, by the way,
Right.
all the way to Montclair. I ended up.
my
It took
God.
me 20 minutes from the time I was stuck on the on-ramp, and I was just crawling and crawling. There was no way to get off. Everybody was getting off on that first exit, so I said, you know what? I'm just gonna get off on the next one because everybody was merging over. Right? Took me 20 minutes from where I was just to get to the next exit, get off, take the streets, hit every single red light that I came up to, so I was waiting even more. And every single light had a line of cars that was like 5 miles long.
Chill out.
Yeah.
I'm so with you.
All right, dude.
I am
Yeah.
so
I
with
wanted
you
to kick somebody's teeth in
every day.
But then I got to my destination an hour and 50 minutes later.
Oh my God.
And
Anyways,
anyways, needless to say,
That's
I was
what, 15 miles?
looking.
An hour
Yeah,
and 50 minutes?
yeah. I was looking. You know what happened? I looked it up on the news. A big rig had hit the overpass. They're working on an overpass,
Oh,
I guess, right there at the
nice.
Pepper exit
Yeah.
and the 10.
Yeah.
I guess a big rig hit the top at like 9 o'clock in the morning and shut down the entire freeway. I didn't know. I was working, dude. So I got stuck in that.
Well, you know what?
Traffic.
I hate to break this to you. There's this thing called the internet.
Yes, I know. I know. And I
if
usually
you-
check my routes,
if
and it
you-
just happened the one day
if
that
you
I
check-
did it. I said, I'm gonna go
It
get
would have
something
showed
to
up red
Yeah.
all over.
eat. Man.
Wow, Renee, that's horrible.
Looks
Yeah.
like the chicken
Cause you
pie.
had a bad
Yeah, Renee, that's bad.
I think the only thing that I could top a traffic story to beat that is it took me almost 4 hours one morning to get to Santa Monica from Glendora.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, wow. Hey, look at it this way.
That's pretty bad.
At least
dude.
Free
it wasn't
parking,
at least
though.
It wasn't 103 in your un-air conditioned Pinto, okay?
Wow.
With the wheels that are
Right?
outside, right?
Right?
The wheels-
You could have been in
We went
that
over
black
this a few months ago.
a vinyl seat, non-air conditioned
what'd you say?
Pinto
Does
at
it have cruise
103
control?
degrees.
When I was in my 20s, I had a pickup truck.
Right?
Stick shift, air conditioning didn't work, manual windows. You had to roll down, so if you wanted to roll down the other one, you had to lean over while you're driving and, like, roll it down.
Gotta always.
Hopefully you didn't crash.
Oh, yeah, you're doing the lean with the
the
roll
lean.
out.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
all done
Especially
that.
on the freeway. You're like, shit.
These kids are spoiled with their buttons now. We used to have to
Right.
roll down that window, right?
Gotta always love too the people with the car tape on the freeway, just blown away. Like, what are you doing?
All right, Knock. Let's finish it off here. College football, huge weekend coming up. Now we've got a big loss last week. The number 2 team in the nation, Ohio State Buckeyes, going down.
Whoop, whoop.
So let us know how the top 10 shake out here, and we'll get to your college football picks. We've been on fire this year, Knocker, so far. Knocker, what is our statistics so far this season? Do
I
you know?
believe I am 23 and 15.
try and bring it up
and
real
You're
quick.
about 2 games over 500. I'm not
Yeah,
quite
let
sure.
me
Like
see
19,
there.
17, and 1 or
B-Knock,
something
you are
like
now, after the week, and B-Knocker is 23 and 17. 6 games over 500. You had 30 picks overall.
Right.
I mean, so I am 20, 18, and 2. So not bad, man. Knock, you went 2 and 3 last week. I went 3,
Michigan.
1 and 1.
Michigan.
Yeah, really, man.
Unbelievable. You can't cover 1 point short. You're 1 point shy.
And
of us.
Rutgers, thanks for showing up, right?
Yeah, they finally decided to show up.
So what do you got this
I don't
week
mind that
coming
one.
up, brother?
Well, your top 10 now shakes out Bama. Michigan moves up to number 2, their highest ranking in probably, since, like you said, 05, something like that.
06.
Something like that. Clemson's number 3. The Huskies from Washington, LB's team, Lawrence Brooks' team. They
Huskies,
are for real.
baby.
They are for real. They are at number 4. Louisville.
That's Chris, what's the?
Peterson.
Peterson.
From Boise.
State, yeah.
Louisville comes in, checks in at number 5. Ohio State drops to number 6 with that loss at Penn State. I think they should have dropped a little farther, but they were a 19-point favorite when they dropped that
What's
game.
Penn State's record? Do you know?
I think there's like 2 and
Can we
2 and
bring that up again?
2 and
Let me know.
4, 3 and 5, something like that.
Yeah,
Not
because,
very good.
because I understand they're dropping, what was that, 4 spots, Knocker?
They only dropped 4 spots.
4 spots off a loss to probably they probably have 3 losses, right? 3 or 4
No,
losses.
Penn State has 2, and one's a blowout to Michigan, but the other one is a loss to Pitt.
Okay, so they're not that bad of a team.
No, it's not that bad. Of
Okay,
a team. And he's
all right,
building
go
a
on.
program. You got Nebraska number 7, Baylor 8, Texas A&M 9.
Wait, Nebraska's
Hell
numbers
yeah.
set the
Nebraska's
Cornhuskers?
undefeated, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're playing some
Okay.
good football. Well, we're going to find out about them this week.
Okay.
The marquee game, there's 2. There's 2 marquee games this week. One of them is the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. They travel to Camp Randall to take on the Wisconsin Badgers.
Oh,
who are
that's
now
a
ranked
good
11.
game. What's Wisconsin ranked right now?
11. Nebraska's 7, Wisconsin's 11.
Wow. Both with each
Wisconsin
one
came
loss.
out-
They each have 1 loss, those teams?
Yes, Wisconsin came off a real scare game, a real letdown game last week. They squeaked out a win down in Iowa, 17-9. Nebraska comes in undefeated. Wisconsin, this thing opened at -7. It's now -9. I like Wisconsin to end Nebraska's hopes this week at Camp Randall. It's a tough place to play.
What's the spread in that knocker?
It opened at 7. It's 9 now.
Favoring Wisconsin?
I don't know if
You like
Wisconsin
them to
covers.
cover?
I don't know if they cover, but I think they're gonna win the game, and I do think they cover. I really do. I don't think Nebraska's faced anybody this tough yet. They're in for a little bit of a surprise. The other marquee game on the schedule is you have number 3 Clemson traveling to Tallahassee to take on the Florida State Seminoles. This opened with Florida State getting 2 points. They are now favored by 4.5.
In Florida State?
It's in Florida State. I like Florida State in this game. Clemson.
Really?
Clemson has been winning and winning, but they haven't been winning. I mean,
Cam, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
You know what? I have to tend to agree with Knocker a little, but Florida State's been so overhyped this year. I mean, that they.
Knocker, you've always been a big Dabo Clemson guy.
They,
You don't see it. You think this is their 1 loss. This is the Clemson.
I just
loses
think
a game.
I think they haven't put it all together this year. I mean, they lost that championship game to Alabama last year, and I think they had a better football team than Alabama did last year. And it just hasn't. Watson's playing okay.
You're just not
Certainly
that
not-
impressed as you thought you'd be.
I'm not. I'm really not as impressed as I am with let's say Michigan or Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, they're handling their business every weekend. Clemson is they're undefeated. Well, they're undefeated, but they're not beating teams in the fashion that a dominating
That
team
just
should.
shows how good that Penn State loss was to Michigan. I mean, they only lost by 7 in that game?
Correct.
Penn State against Michigan, they only
Yes.
lost by 7 in that
Yeah.
game. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, Wisconsin lost by 7.
oh, is it Wisconsin?
No, it was
next?
Wisconsin,
Okay.
yes.
All right, go ahead, Knock.
Okay, so I look at Florida State now. Again, they were overhyped, but they're building. They're getting it back together. All the prima donna crap is gone, and this and that. And I think this is going to be their season to get back on the map to win this game. And I look for them to win this game. Some other interesting games here. Let's look at this. You got Northwestern going to the Horseshoe. Northwestern coming off a real nice win last week. Ohio State.
Is this a smoke 'em
It
game for
opened-
Ohio
It opened
State?
at 23. It's now at 26. I like the points.
You think Northwestern can stick with them even
I
if
think
this
so.
is a pissed off Buckeyes team that needs
I
to
think so. Again, I thought they were overranked, personally.
Do you take in consideration that Ohio State needs to blow out everybody from this point on to
yes,
be
I
in
just
contention?
think Northwestern's a pretty good football
Okay,
team.
is USC back in action this week?
USC plays Thursday night. Now, why They keep getting a Thursday night game. They've never had luck
their
playing
second
on
one this
Thursday
year?
night. No, but I just remember all those years, even the Pete Carroll years, they would go up to Washington State on a Thursday and lose in the fog or play in some bizarre thing would happen to them.
Yeah.
Cal is traveling to USC.
Oh,
USC,
Cal, okay.
USC opened at 11.5. It's now at 16.5.
Whoa.
That's a lot of points.
Are you gonna be at
I
that
think,
game,
I
Cam,
think
by any chance, or
Cal's.
no?
I
No?
think Cal's a little bit better than that. 16.5. I would buy the half to 17, and I would take the points.
What about you, Cam?
I'd probably take Cal in that game. I
So
like
you're both
Cal.
on Cal in the points in that game, Nog? This is a lot of points to swallow, right?
It's a lot of points.
And a
Cal's
divisional.
not that bad a football team.
Right. Okay, go on.
You have Michigan going into East Lansing.
Is this the slaughter of the
Michigan
weekend?
State Spartans have been riding high for the whole time that Michigan has been riding low.
You
And
said the spread moved 6 points, right, before the show?
Michigan opened at 18. It's now up to 24.5. 18 wasn't enough. Everybody was playing
That's a
Michigan.
touchdown line move right there.
Isn't it?
That's ridiculous. In
Yes.
betting, that is there's so much shark money coming in on that
Yep.
to move that line that much.
What I see happening here is exactly what happened when Washington finally got Oregon in a place where they could lay 70 points and they could have scored 100. They would have. This is Harbaugh, and this is Michigan putting some
It's in
serious
Lansing, though,
payback.
right?
This is going to be some serious
And they
payback.
lost on that crazy
Especially,
blocked
yes,
punt
they
last
lost when
year
the
or
punter
something?
dropped the ball on the
Yeah.
last play of the game last
Yeah.
year. Michigan is gonna put a big hurting on them. A couple of the games. Number 4 Washington travels to Utah to take on the number 17 Utes. Opened at 11. It's now at 10. I do like Washington to cover that spread. I think their defense is amazing. I think they score enough points to take care of this. Interesting game here is Baylor's starting to make a little bit of move at the end of the year here. Baylor goes to Texas. Opened at 2. It's at 3.5.
If Charlie Strong loses this game, is he done?
No.
You still think he gets one more year in
One more year,
Texas?
yes.
Cam, what about you, man?
I think he gets one more year because you always got to give a coach a full recruiting class, as in 4
Is that
years.
4
Gotta
years
find
to
a
you?
quarterback. He's got to find a quarterback.
Yeah.
But he has
Before we
no
run into
quarterback.
another game, did you hear this? What's the quarterback for UCLA?
Josh
Rosen. You hear about this nerve thing he's got going? He's out indefinitely now.
Yeah, I don't know. But he has not been impressive. UCLA has not played to their potential.
Crazy,
He
though,
has
man.
not
This
played
guy's
to their
supposed to be,
potential.
what, top 2 quarterback coming out of the draft?
He's going to be a bust.
Yep.
Another
All right.
top 10 games. Number 5, Louisville, off their just crushing victory over North Carolina State last week. They go to Virginia, opened at 26, moved a whole 7 points to 33. I still think they cover that. West Virginia, number 10 West Virginia, sneaking up the polls every single week.
Yeah, West Virginia.
They travel to
Is that
still.
the Hokies?
No,
the
Mountaineers.
Mountaineers.
Mountaineers, that's right.
Virginia Tech is the Hokies.
That's it.
They play a nice game on Thursday against Pitt. Pitt's a 4.5. Gets 4.5 points. I kind of like Pitt in that game. Pitt's pretty tough to beat at home right now. West Virginia goes to Stillwater to play the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Opened at 1. It's now at 3.5. The over/under was at 62. It's now at 65. I like the over in that game. I see a lot of points being scored. West Virginia, I think, leads the country. If not leads, but they're right there in the top 2
Now,
or 3.
B-Knock, before your next game here, Renee, can you just get turned down for actually, I'm playing it, so I'll turn it down here. Knock, I want to know, did you hear this? Did you see the Arizona State-Washington State game last week?
No.
No? Did you hear that Todd Graham confronted Mike Leach at the end of the post-game handshake, called it chicken shit bullshit stuff, stealing signals at the end of the game? Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
here we go. Renee, here, I'm just going to play this for. Let me turn this one off because I've got it on. Here, Renee. You know what I'm talking about, Cam, right?
Yeah,
you heard this?
I watched it.
All right, here we go.
Fantastic.
Come here, Renee.
Okay, mate. Hey, man, what you did in the new coach's chicken shit. I've always respected you. You do that bullshit chicken.
Walks off. Chicken shit, man. In the game. Stealing signals. You didn't know anything about that, B-Knock?
That's part of the game. If I'm in my defensive
Right.
huddle, I'm looking at the offensive signals, trying to figure out what the hell they're doing, and if I can figure it out, more power to me.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, if yours aren't complicated enough for me not to figure them out, then that's your problem.
Yep, I
I
agree.
didn't spy on you in practice. I didn't go Patriots and camera and film your practices
Right.
and steal it.
It's out in the open.
You know,
it's game time.
it's in the
If I get it, yeah, that's me too.
That's
right?
just
I'm with you.
like Trump says. That just makes me smart.
Yeah, and your team still sucks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They still signals. They still can't win.
I think Todd
exactly.
Graham is just kind of upset that his team really took a shit this year.
We stole signs.
I mean-
hot seat, man.
His son, before he got fired, and there was a huge scandal about his son supposedly sleeping with a former athlete. I mean, he was known for stealing signals. They had him on the staff to read signals. So,
Pot caught in the kettle black
Yeah,
right there.
exactly.
One more game.
Yeah, one
Actually,
more. What
two
do you-
more games in the
Okay, what do you
SEC. You got Florida going to Georgia. Georgia's just still the same Georgia. Florida's favored by 7 points. This is a tough one. I do like Florida in
Wait,
this
just
one.
real
though.
quick. No, SEC's playing nobody, right?
No, some of them are, but
Oh, okay.
but
Oh, okay.
Mississippi State is taking on a
The
rough,
freaking blowout every week
a
in the
tough
SEC.
Samford team. No, that's not Stanford. That's Sam.
Wait, Sanford?
No, it's Samford.
Samford?
Samford.
Jesus Christ.
They own a junk shop around the corner. Samford and Son. They got a team together. This is week
Samford
8.
and Son.
This is week 8 in the SEC, where they start playing schools like Presbyterian
Yeah.
and Sisters of the Poor and Georgia Southern State and Mississippi Valley, so-called Mama State. Okay, right before the rivalry game. This is what the
I wanna get
SEC
their
does
sweatshirt.
in week 8 every single year
That's
of,
fantastic.
of college football. Miami, in what would have been a marquee game in the 80s, would have been
Yeah.
off the charts, #1 game in the country. Miami travels to South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Opened at 1. It's -2 Notre Dame. I like Miami. I think Notre Dame is just shit in the bed all year this year. I like
All
Miami
right.
to go up there. Although, you know what? I'm going to back that ass up. No, do not touch this game, because I think after reconsideration, I think Brad Kaya, the quarterback for Miami, might be the worst quarterback in the history of college football.
All right.
I'm sorry to say that, because he's probably a great guy, but Lord have mercy.
All right,
Lord.
Knock.
Just Kentucky, Oklahoma, 67. I like the over.
All right, I like that. So stick around for Knocker's picks on our website, sportscastlife.com. We'll put them out this week.
Sorry.
Knocker, before we end the show, we're going to end it right now, but I got to get to this guy because he got...
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
You got knocked the fuck out, bitch!
Oh, B-Knock. Did you see this Jarvis Landry hit on Aaron Williams over the weekend? A crackback block?
Oh, my
God.
God.
Renee, can you throw it up here? It's the Jarvis Landry
Best play in
block
football.
on Aaron Williams over the weekend. Got there, Knock. Check this out. Over to the right of the screen. Gets absolutely blasted here, Knock. Here we go. Boom! Oh, my God!
Why is that a penalty?
I don't know!
He hit him with his shoulder. His head was turned.
Thanks for the music, Renee. Look at this. He got blasted on that.
Now the only thing was, as he was running,
Oh, boy got lit up.
his head was turned towards the line, and at the last second he looked. But as a crackback, as someone coming in, you're
Yep.
taught to scream at the guy, so he does look at you. And he did look at him at the last second. Borderline call, but that's
You
football,
got knocked
baby.
the fuck out, man!
Yeah,
knocked
baby.
the
You
fuck
got
out.
knocked the fuck out, bitch.
Bill, bitch.
Yeah, Bill, bitch. All right, guys. We ran a little long, but we appreciate y'all sticking with us. Cam, thanks for stopping by.
CT,
That's
you
right.
hurt so good.
Renee, thank you
Yes.
very much.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you. We'll be back next week on Wednesday. Same bat channel, same bat place. Have a great Halloween, everybody. If you see any clowns, hit them with the bat. Not kids, but just adults. We'll be back next week, same time again. Knocker, thank you for coming in. Go Kings. Kings are on a little roll in hockey, so go Kings. And I'm playing a golf tournament this weekend. Should be pretty fun. Knocker's going to the river.
Yes,
You're going
I'm
to the river.
Parker, Arizona tomorrow morning. I'll be gone.
So we'll have a good weekend. Everybody have a good, safe weekend. We love you guys all. Spread the word. Tell a friend. We'll be back next week.
I just don't know.